This is very, very spontaneous. I don't know if I've ever publicly brought anyone down to our basement. That sounded really creepy. It was not meant to be creepy, but this is where I'm currently working out. And it's so cute. I have my daughter's SpongeBob shirt on that I can fit into, which is just blows my freaking mind. But I watched the Oprah special on Hulu about shame around weight loss drugs and losing weight in general and obesity and all, like the hot topic, right? Like the hot topic of health and wellness and fitness and weight loss and all the things. So this is very spontaneous because this was not planned, but sometimes that is like the best conversation when it's not, pre-planned and all the things. So today's episode is sponsored by Kristen Rourke, which is, oh my gosh. If you don't know Kristen, follow her, connect with her. She is helping busy moms feel their best from a health and wellness standpoint and has just quick and easy strategies to be able to support you. She's got so many resources from free to paid and one-on-one and group and all the things. So please make sure that you connect with Kristen Rourke and Busy Mom Bod. It's not easy to walk and talk at the same time, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try to do it. So if you haven't watched the episode or the special that Oprah did, it's okay. You'll still be able to get something from this. So for years and years and years and years, I'm not on weight loss drugs. I should also say that. Not that there's anything bad with them, but for context, I didn't want to be misleading. So I wanted to watch the special because I try to educate myself as much as possible of just like what's going on in the world, what are the hot topics, making sure I'm as informed as I possibly can be. And so for years and years, since 5th grade, I have struggled with my weight badly. Like I would get made fun of. I never felt comfortable or confident in a swimsuit, and this went on all the way into college and post-college, and even when I got married. If you know the story, it really breaks my heart. But I did not feel beautiful on my wedding day. I felt pretty, but I didn't feel like, damn, it's your wedding day. You're the bomb, all of the things. And on our honeymoon, I equally felt the same way. And what's so sad about this is I tried so hard. Even when we got engaged, I hired a personal trainer. I tried meal prepping. I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried. And when we were at our honeymoon in Hawaii, which is the most beautiful place, you can also feel shamey for feeling the way that you're feeling. You're like, man, most people would love to be where you're at right now on a beach with their loved one. And so then you can feel shame about feeling shame, which doesn't feel that great. And I looked in the mirror in the bathroom at the pool that we were at, and I felt that deep, deep shame. If you've struggled with your health and fitness and feeling beautiful and confident and amazing, you know what I'm talking about. You just look in the mirror and you feel the sadness. It's beyond shame. You feel sad. You feel so sad. You hide out. And so I asked myself, what are you going to do about it? Yes, you have tried and you have tried and you have tried, but you could either give up and feel this way for the rest of your life, or you could increase that trying up a few notches. Maybe there's something that you haven't tried yet that is like a Hail Mary, essentially. So here's the big thing that I noticed, okay? This is a happy ending. So at the beach on our honeymoon, I legitimately was like, I'm sick and tired of feeling sick and tired about this. I have felt this way for as long as I can remember. I got food anxiety all the time. like I would get questioned in my house if I was gonna have another snack. Like, are you really gonna have another snack? So there's a lot of anxiety around it, but then there's a lot of comfort in it too, right? And so it's a real thing. It's a very real thing. And I was relating so much to what some of these people were sharing on the Oprah special, and it just like really brought up so many emotions because I struggled hardcore. And so the happy ending is this. We came home from our honeymoon and I was like lit up. I was like, I will be damned if I continue to feel like this more. Like, this is unhealthy, right? Like, forget about the weight for the second. Like, just the inner dialogue was so noisy, so awful. I would definitely not want my now daughter to feel this way. And so, or a friend or anyone. And so I was like, it's like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I do not want to feel like this anymore. So we're going to try again. We're going to try again. And so I joined an accountability group. I lost 8 pounds like that. I took it so seriously. So I think there's 2 things here. One, the commitment, like I've never committed before, and the outside accountability. I have found this to be true in other goals that I have wanted to go for. I crave that outside accountability. I know I am wildly more successful when I don't do things alone that don't come easy to me. Now, things that come easy to me, not a problem, right? But there's a lot of things in our life and business that don't come easy to us. But yet then we're trying to do it on our own. So although I hired a personal trainer before, she saw me only a couple times a week. And nutrition was a big missing piece when I hired her. So it wasn't her fault. It was the lack of education, the lack of prepping my food. Before I was, oh my gosh, we got married when I was 25, I think that's right. Yeah, 25. Before then, I did not know how important protein was. At 25 years old, I did not know how important protein was. I did not know how much water you should drink in a day. I did not know portions. I did not know, all of these things. And so I just kept going to the gym and kept going to the gym, hoping and praying that I would feel better. But it was only, that's only a small piece of the puzzle. It's so much more than that. And it's so much more than just working out and food. It goes even beyond that. It's just wild to me. And so I've learned so much more in the last few years. Let's just round up to 10 years. It's a little less than that, but easy math for me walking. So less than the 10 years, I've learned so much that I wish I would have known earlier. So if you find yourself not where you want to be with certain areas of your life and your business, I want to encourage you to ask yourself, what are you going to do about it? And when you say that, we've got to raise the level of commitment, because I could have joined that accountability group and not shown up. So it's first and foremost extreme responsibility of if it's to be, it's up to me, and I'll be damned if I don't figure it out, right? This is when being stubborn actually works so well. Being resourceful works so well. I remember the day I got all of my materials from the accountability group. I read everything. I was such a good student. Good students get good grades. Say it with me. Good students get good grades. When you're a good student in traditional school, you typically get good grades, right? You're coming to class. You're asking questions. You sit at the front of class, right? You do your homework. You get a really good grade because you put in the effort and you did not stop. And when you aren't doing well, you can ask for a tutor, right? And so it's just always the willingness to try. The commitment and the increased commitment is critical as well. And so then once we're there, we quickly add accountability, right? Because the level of commitment, I guarantee you, even in that moment, that many years, 8, I lose track of time, 8-9 years ago, it's hard to keep track of time. 8-9 years ago, I had that moment of like, I'll be damned. The accountability was key because I had that moment. So I quickly enrolled the accountability, and that helped to reinforce it. Because I guarantee you, if I would have just continued to do it on my own, it's just too easy to give up. It really is. When no one knows what you're doing, it's just too easy to be like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and, skip my workout today. I'm going to skip, doing my marketing efforts today. Like, if nothing detrimental happens that day, typically as humans, we just delay and delay and delay. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just acknowledging that that is normally human behavior. And so when we can know certain things about yourself, like know thyself, we can start to do pattern interrupts. So that's what accountability really is. It's a pattern interrupt in your old way of being. Because what has gotten you here to this moment, whatever that means for you, we're gonna need a stronger version of you if you're going for your wealthiest life, your happiest, healthiest life. It is gonna require a higher level of commitment, higher focus, right? Saying no more than you're saying yes. Learning new skills, especially high income skills, right? So all of this is so important, and every aspect of us affects other aspects, right? Wouldn't you know, when I started losing that weight, my face literally started clearing up. I struggled with acne for most of my life. Shocker, it was a part of my diet, right? I started gaining so much confidence. People started to notice. This was when I was at the nonprofit that I started. I started landing the biggest deals for our nonprofit organization. We're talking major corporations, and I would walk in there still as a young adult, mind you, and own that room like I was the effing boss. Like, you would have thought I had $1 billion business. Like, the level of energy and commitment and courage and confidence I had, it just gives me chills thinking about it. Like, for once in my life, I finally had true, authentic confidence, and it oozed out of me. Like, I literally just took over my whole life. Like, I collapsed so much time. Hey, careful, please and thank you. So then from there, I'm giving you a little sneak peek of my behind the scenes of my story. Then from there, I started landing so many deals for our organization. So of course, our fundraising efforts skyrocketed. We were able to support more families. That just created a massive ripple effect. Then I started taking personal development courses and books. And guess what? Then one of my early on mentors in a course that I took said, you need to be on video. I was like, okay, she's telling me I need to be on video. I started recording videos because Facebook Live was not a thing then yet. So I started recording videos in my car and then waited to post them because they took so long to post. But they were inspirational, they were motivational, they were real, they were raw, they were right from my car. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no call to action. I had no hook. I just was willing to try. And wouldn't you know it, then people started asking me, can you mentor me? Can you coach me? And I was like, huh? What? They're like, what would you charge? And I'm like, what? What? I was like, $25 an hour? So I want you to hear, as quickly as I possibly can. There's a lot of stuff in between all of this, but everything builds off that one moment in Hawaii of me looking in the mirror. And I so much want to go back to that exact hotel and take a photo and just stare at myself really in the mirror whenever we can get back. It could be, another 10 years, who knows. But I want to go to that hotel and just even hug the mirror, because that moment literally changed everything for me. Everything. Changed everything. And it's not because it was in a magical location. It was all the past times of me looking in the mirror that finally, for whatever reason, that was the moment. That was the moment that I said, enough is enough. I can't do this anymore. It's not even a can't. I don't want to. I don't want to, and I do have the power to change. And so this is a sad moment for me, and when it still makes me emotional, because this is self-harming, that it took that many painful moments to finally get to what I call your wake-up call moment. And so I'm training on this in our free course because I want to help women manufacture your wake-up call moment so it doesn't have to be so painful. And so what that means is, instead of a doctor telling you to stop smoking because you're gonna die, you stop smoking. You create your own wake-up call moment, right? Or maybe for you, maybe your marriage isn't in a good spot, and so instead of your partner handing you divorce papers, because that's a wake-up call moment, you manufacture your wake-up call moment and you take the reins. You decide, right? It's such a powerful tool that I want to teach so many women, because too often true change, true transformation does come from some of our most painful moments. And although we come out stronger on the other side, what if there was another way? What if there was another way? It does genuinely make me sad from 5th grade to when I got married, which every woman, or at least most women, look forward to their wedding day and their honeymoon, that I felt so sad. And it had nothing to do with my partner. I was genuinely so happy to be married, but I was unhappy with my body and how I felt and how I looked. And I just felt so awful. And so it's a grief moment for sure. And I just don't want, whether it's health and fitness or your finances or your marriage or anything, it all connects because it's you. Maybe you're unhappy in your job. Maybe it's all of these things and more, or a mixture of these things. And so for true change to truly happen, either a wake-up call moment will happen to you, or you will create it and manufacture it. And so that's what I'm teaching on in our free Kickstart program, of how to manufacture this, how to get ahead, be proactive, create your own wake-up call moments so it can be way less painful and you can speed up the timeline. It's absolutely free because it's such a gift. It would mean the world to me if you watch these trainings, or send them to somebody that you love, because I finally created so much change, but it was painful and it did take forever. And equally, I'm so grateful that in my transformation, I had that coach or mentor in my course. She's never met me, and yet she's changed my whole life. But I invested the money. I spent $2,000. I think it was more than that, but about $2,000. And she told me to get on video. She told me other things, but that was the big thing. But I needed to do the other things before I heard that message. So how does this relate to you making money online? It's you. There may be things that we need to manufacture before you make money online. So you heard a really quick snippet of my story, and here's the beautiful part. Once I started losing the weight, shedding the weight, and if weight loss isn't your goal, please, by all means, I started to feel healthier, right? I started actually having balanced meals, which is huge. And so even quickly after that, those 8 pounds were forever gone, I had the tools, I had the resources, I had the confidence that then I started adding the other things in. So this is not like you have to wait forever either. It will start to compound, it will start to quantum leap, but most likely there's a big invisible barrier between you and your wealthiest life and your wealthiest self and your happiest self and your healthiest, all of it. There's this big barrier, most likely. And when we can knock down that biggest barrier, it will create this massive, massive ripple effect for you. Massive ripple effect. Even with having to, growing 2 humans in my stomach, birthing 2 humans, then obviously having pre-pregnancy weight, I had a way better mindset, both pregnancies, that I was able to work through it, and I had the tools and the resources. So although my weight was higher, my love and compassion for myself was so much higher that I was able to lose the weight, right? Gain confidence, be happier and healthier throughout my pregnancy and post-pregnancy, right? And there was still challenges, of course, but having the tools and the resources and the accountability is everything. It really, really is everything. So that commitment, increased commitment, and the accountability is what I can literally tell you is the holy grail for you to literally create anything that you want to create. Almost think of it as this machine that you could say, oh, I want this amount of money, or I want this, significant other, or I would really love to go to this trip, or whatever it may be. When you have these tools and resources, you can create anything, because at the source of everything that you desire is you. And you will make way better decisions. I call them wealthy decisions when you're so dialed in with yourself, with you. So if you are not in our free membership, we literally just kicked off. We have so much goodness in store for you. And it feels good. I feel ready. I feel excited. I feel so focused that I am ready to hold a massive amount of women in my heart and support them on their wealthy journey. Maybe that you are one of them. And I'm tapping into every tool, every resource that I have learned and mastered and continue to work on, because I don't think we're ever done, and pouring into other women to help you speed up your timeline and hopefully make it at least a little less painful and a lot more fun. Truly at the core of what I do, that is my goal. So day 1 is ready for you. If you are not in, just let me know and I'll make sure that you can get in. It's 5 days. It is a free course, forever free, and the membership is going to have so much more in it, and the membership is free forever. We will have an upgraded option for those that are wanting it, that are ready for it, and amazing, but there's literally no pressure. It's not about, ooh, let me see how many enrollments I can do or anything like that. I just want to connect with as many women as possible, and if all you do is stay in the free membership, fantastic. This is really about community and making sure that no wealthy mama gets left behind that wants to be here, that really wants a wealthier life. And maybe she is similar to me, where she was trying, she was doing as much as she could with the knowledge that she had and the support that she had, and it's tough. And so there are very simple things that I can teach you, just like this, to really, really help you. And we're just gonna keep increasing that energy and keep increasing that belief and that commitment. And every single day you will surprise yourself. You will go faster than it even feels. When I look back, hindsight is always 20/20. When I look back and I can literally document it, you can even see it if you look at photos and videos, it's mind-blowing to me. And so it had nothing to do with the weight and so much to do with how I saw myself and really loving myself. And so I had to go on that self-love journey, that personal development journey, and then I literally grew $1 million business, right? And I know that makes it sound so easy, and it's not easy, but it's because of all those moments leading up. And I am telling you, I am promising you, they can absolutely be manufactured, and they can be way less painful. Because when you are the creator, you can manufacture anything. It's almost like you have your own factory. It's the wealthy factory, and you can manufacture anything that you desire. And it's huge. Like, it is so huge. And I'm so grateful that I went through a lot of that pain and worked through it before I had kids, because I am a way better mother. And it's not too late. If you're like, dang, I have kids, it's never too late. It is never too late for you to become the best you, inside and out, from health, wealth, relationships, and everything in between. It is never too late when you say it's not too late. Every day that we get the gift of waking up is a great day. Like, is a great day to do this and to manufacture your wealthiest life and to create it in real time. And there is something really powerful about knowing, even if you're not where you want to be yet, knowing you're doing exactly what you need to be doing to get to where you want to go. And it's probably going to be even more juicy than you can even fathom. This was never like, when I was that woman at the beach looking in the mirror, if you would tell me that I would be where I am right now, I don't think I would believe you. I'd be like, that would be cool, that would be amazing. But I did not have the confidence. I did not have the belief. I had to work on that first. And then the money started to appear, because my energy, my frequency, my commitment increased. So many women are skipping over this, and they're wanting the sales tactics, they're wanting the funnels, they're wanting all of these things. And don't get me wrong, I teach all of those things, I do all of those things. They are very important. But when we don't work on these things first, one, it doesn't feel so great when you skip over it. And two, it's very, very challenging to stick with it. You aren't meant to be a bro marketer as a woman. You are an emotional being that needs to take care of you first. And when we can do that, you will quickly start to attract everything that you want, including money. It is wild to me. This was never on my goal list. This was never on my radar. I truly, legitimately thought I would die doing the nonprofit work. And I would have been happy doing that. And also, there's so much that I want to do for my family that I wasn't able to do. So I was out of integrity and out of alignment by not fully living out my next purpose. Even if I didn't know what it was, deep down I knew there was something. I knew that there was more. And I couldn't articulate it, I couldn't see it, but I just continued to try and follow my heart, and I'll continue to still do that. That's exactly how the Kickstart program kicked off. I was like, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. It's supposed to be this. We're gonna keep it simple. It's called the Kickstart program. We're gonna keep it free forever, because that feels really good to me. And I know the right people will access it, and they will eat it up, and they will take it and run with it, and it will bless their life. And that feels incredible to me. It feels so good to me. So if you are not in, if you have not watched day one, just let me know, and I will make sure that we get you in. And it's really, really good. It's all about wealthy decisions. Tomorrow is building off of that. We are going to be talking sales and marketing and all of those things. I'm not leaving anything off of the table, okay? So I just wanted you to hear a little bit more about, like, very, very quickly, of my journey, and like truly knowing that no matter what you desire, you do have the power within you to truly create it. And a part of that is gaining accountability and support, because when you match that with, you know, where you're at and you increase your commitment, it really does matter. And that's exactly what we at the Wealthy Mama movement are creating. It is less about training and more about energy and frequency. Then we add in the little extras, because they're actually really quick. Like, I could show you, well, I will be showing you, you can build literally a product and a funnel in under 15 minutes. But until we have all of those other things worked out, you'll be like, yeah, right, Nellie. Yeah, right. Like, no way. No way, no way, no way. So I will show you. I will show you how to do it. So easy. I've done it for years. This is not a new thing. I've done it for years. It is not AI. It is literally, and I really want to time myself because I just did it last night and I was like, wow, I did that so fast. This is how it should be. Keep it super simple. I guarantee you right now, you're most likely complicating any goal that you have. Make it easy. You drink more water, it will help. You get on the treadmill, it will help. Now, sometimes there are, yes, interventions that need to happen with doctors and support, but like start with the basics when you're going for any goal. I've been going for a savings goal, and wouldn't you know it, you guys, you move money to a savings. This is for my business. You move money to a savings and you're doing it. It's so basic, right? You don't need to read a bunch of money books. You move money to your savings account and then you keep doing it and you keep doing it. And eventually it's so exciting to see the number grow that you're like, I want to keep doing it, right? So it's huge. I literally walked a client through how to invest in the stock market a couple weeks ago, and she's already investing. She's already investing. I am the queen of simplicity, and I really get to own it more because I don't brag about it enough, but I keep it so simple, so cringy, so simple, so easy, and mostly because I have to in order to do it with ADHD and 2 kids. But nevertheless, I keep it super simple and I get results. So if that sounds good to you and you want to keep everything super simple and you want to get results with making money, with health and fitness, with relationships, with cleaning your home, it does not matter because the skills are transferable, and you'll start to see that the more I teach you how to do this. So my phone is going to die. I am very, very sweaty. I hope that this really inspired you. I also encourage you to share it with a friend. We are about to go on a 100-day journey to enroll 100 amazing women in our All Access program. So more on that later this week. Super duper excited for everyone to know about what this is. This is literally the All Access program. Has been something I have wanted to do since 2021. So more on that later, but share this with a friend. Get in our free course / free membership. Again, it's free forever. You're never pressured to upgrade or do anything. It's all what you want it to be. And there's community built in and encouragement built in and all of the things. So my goal is to bless your life, and I hope that this did that. So I love you. My phone's gonna die, but I'll see you next time.